Oh shit, his wide receiver got the ball straight.
Nigga try to place the shit out that ball over there. Shit.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
How we going with that shit? He backed that nigga up. That nigga backed up with the quickness. Oh my gosh. The nigga on Hakeem Ward. Peter Ward over there. He backed up real
First rep
quick.
of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Stay patient and have me a good draft, man.
Jackson, option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Taylor's open.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. Up. Tighten down. There you go. 24 is the mic. Yeah. Don't say nothing. 24 is the mic. Not today.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Man
over the middle, and it's complete.
And
they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Hey, alert 3. 66, bullet, high. Hey, check Mike 12. Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming.
Oh. Rookie shit too. In the rain.
They snap it at 1.
That rookie shit in the rain. That Barkley wasn't running either.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now it's Freeman. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
You ready? 50, Mike, 50. All day, dog. 5.
On second down now. Braxton, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Go now. 30 base. Go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Throwing his lock on third down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down?
That when
That's a nice start for them in this one.
Big shit back there. We don't see his ass on the field when we play us. I don't know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
See, man.
Here's Jacobs
it ain't
on first and 10.
I ain't made the playoffs or nothing. Shit, I ain't done
back
nothing.
at the 41.
Can't even make the
That's
playoffs over
go
this
a loss of a
motherfucker.
yard, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We get it, man. We can work it out. That's what.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You watching that game, Heather?
I'm playing, man.
Who you play?
Raiders.
You streaming or Raiders streaming?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Okay.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Wow, why your man just stopped in the middle,
They'll
though?
run it now out of the gun.
Yeah, your lineman came right through. He like stood in the gap like you had him like almost like on the spot.
Second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, meanwhile,
Stop him like right between the offensive linemen.
But it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good
out himself. Okay.
This will be fielded at the 17.
See you, coach.
We'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that.
On the man had to go
Raiders
to
will take
inside,
over
now
now, first and 10.
Okay.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And this is Simpson with a catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down
that's the part of my game that I'm missing, but I've been making it up that jump behind. But that's the part of my game I'm missing, that trucking, that rough yards.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson, options out left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Shit, man.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
We got 4.
Wow.
We got 4.
You threw that late as shit. Better possession catch that shit. Yeah.
24 is the mic. Hey, defense.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And able to complete it to Moreau. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and a yard. Block. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. off here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
He went for the hit and made it there, trying to go for the interception.
Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Block off a play action. And he's going to go down again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Simpson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Is the field.
To throw again. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm scared about that shit.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play action with Jackson.
I played, man, when that shit disconnected, I tried to keep that clock moving, so that shit wouldn't disconnect.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first.
And it'd be different if he got kicked off line.
Head to the
then you know it's his microwave.
What to do next? Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, wow.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over. First down and
Tripped
10.
over that nigga feet.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Oh, wow.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first and 10, here's Locke. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Exit.
On first down, Locke looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Bravo.
Throwing on first down is Locke.
Score right quick.
And
Then say something.
touchdown, Denver. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
24 is the mic. Cut. Undercross. Jam.
Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
I don't know what the fuck be wrong with it.
As they'll stop
one
the
of my
clock with
jumps
12
wide,
seconds
one
to
of
go
mine
in this
wide, and
first
one of
half.
mine not wide. Even when I play on my jump that's not wide, my shit don't be acting like this shit. Dial up shit.
On second and 9. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
Everybody on
He's
that shit.
into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Defense, do I ever? Audibles out there. That's his shit fucked up on his end too. He like, fuck it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Stadium about to be lit tonight, huh?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yo, faster.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any point. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu there defensively to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Shit, I'm back a little bit, fella.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Okay, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run, watch it. Okay, check. That's it. Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, he's got a man, complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Lock now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 5.
Yeah.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen. Pass. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I got you, boy.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give them 32 on the play.
Here we go.
First and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Come on,
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Braxton. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapon. Shoot.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. This is the tight end Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw it is Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Samaje Perine, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
6 man.
And this is caught by Jackson. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
You got the chew clock on, man. He didn't ask me if you could put the chew clock on.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a carry for Perine. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.